Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early October 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business, my friends, and start you off with an oracle card, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Libras in their season, might I add. So let's shuffle it up, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got? And yeah, we're just going to take a super quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always very interesting. Let's get it going here. Let's get this first card out for Libra, please. And while we do, I would just like to extend a very happy birthday to all of you, whether it just came, whether it's coming down the pipeline. I hope you had a great one, my friends. But let's get this first card out. And don't worry, I'll be dressing up in costume very soon, probably for the mid-October and late October readings. But here we go. We have this beautiful etheric energy that I think I've been seeing for a lot of the air signs in recent weeks. Very dreamy, so there could be things attached to sleep here for you. But before we fully dive into that, there's a lot of symbolism there. If you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo there. If you look at this lovely lady in the purple dress, there's like hot air balloons, there's this beautiful etheric looking sky. There's some nonsense going on in here too, but this is very etheric and dreamlike. That's what I always think when I see this. So yes, it could be Seven of Cups, Four of Cups type of energy where you're daydreaming, thinking a lot. Or there could be energies attached to your sleep, rest, relaxation. Spirit could be trying to speak to you through the dream state as well. Or you might just need more rest than you're getting right now. That could absolutely be the message. But when I get this type of creative energy, it reminds me of water sign energy where you might be a little more creative than usual. And it would be good for you to let that energy out. So we're going to put that down there. Let's get into tarot. Because as I always say, that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote for us. We're going to get you 3 tarot cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff. So let's shuffle it up one time for Libra, please. In their birthday season, my guides, talk to me. So, last week's reading was pretty positive. It was titled Massive Win Incoming. So hopefully you've had a win of some kind, because the energy has looked good, I would say, for like the last 3 weeks. Very positive, and usually with readings there's a lot of up and down and mixed bags, but last week's was really nice and lovely. So hopefully things have been going okay for you, my friends. Lots of opportunities and changes for the better. Let's get you 3 cards though, and we'll see what we have this week. As you already know, energy is very fluid. Only take this how it hits for you. And we'll see. Let's go. What do we got for Libra, please? Thank you. All right, we have the Fool card in position number 1. That's a pretty positive way to start. That is a fast-moving, action-oriented card as well. So we're going to put our friend right there to start us off, right? The first card of the tarot deck right there. Let's see what we got. Thank you. Big action here. All right, Libra, there is a lot of movement, a lot of action, especially when we start with the Fool and move to the Eight of Wands. Very fiery as well, so I'm not saying if that's a bad thing, but it's feeling okay. There's so much action and movement. And we have the Ten of Cups on the back end. So regardless of what clarifiers come out here, like all is not lost, there could be a lot of positives coming in here. All right, there could be a lot of positives to be had. Even if you haven't had a huge win in the last week or so, this is lovely. Okay, so we're going to go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy, intuitive stuff. And like I said, at first glance, this is looking good. Now, when you clarify, yes, that could change the message a bit. So we're not going to get too ahead of ourselves. But in position number 1, we have the Fool card. This could represent a prominent Aries in your life, of course. And when we see this card, the positives of it, it's action, it's movement, very fast movement. It's the beginning of a new journey, the beginning of a new cycle. And it makes sense, like around your birthday season, to have a card like the Fool. You're starting another chapter. Now, there's a warning attached to the Fool about not being too spontaneous, being a bit detail-oriented. Don't do things spontaneously when the Fool shows up. That's just one warning I'll give. But heavy action right here in the front, heavy movement, and both are of the fire element with the Fool and then the Eight of Wands. And I always say with the fire element, it could be good. It could be, motivation, drive, determination, but it could also be volatile and explosive. In the center, we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. usually depicting 8 arrows cutting through the sky, one of the fastest moving cards in the whole entire tarot deck. So it's like we're getting faster and faster as we move through. To me, this card is a big card of communication, talks, news, and things like that. So we're really going to want to see what this is about. But as I was already saying, this could be progress. This could be inherent movement and action. Okay. And that fiery explosiveness could be at play. Things coming in suddenly. All right. Even unexpectedly sometimes. I don't even want to throw that word around just yet because we still have a bunch to go. But moving to the very back end of this spread, as I try to get these cards straightened out for you, we have the Ten of Cups, one of the best cards in the whole entire tarot deck. And I do believe this showed up for you in recent weeks as well. Ten of Cups, wish come true type of energy, emotional fulfillment type of energy, happy ending type of energy. So you get the themes we're looking at. Now, as with all cards, it does have like a yin to the yang. So we could be talking about possible overindulgences as well. So watch out in this time you're not overindulging in things, any pleasure of the flesh, things of that sort. Don't be too giving to others as well. Like, don't give everything away. But when I see the Ten of Cups, it is like super happy and abundant. I love this energy. Definitely claim worthy so far, but let's get into the clarifiers right now. I feel like we have more layers. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's shuffle it up one time for the lovely Libras, please. Let's see what's going on, my guides. Talk to me. And yes, Libra, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot because, as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this full card. And if you're a tarot reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Libra, you drop it down below. I don't mind. You won't be ruffling my feathers. So let's go in on this full card. Why is the Fool here for Libra? Thank you. Okay. We have the Nine of Swords. I wouldn't be too nervous about the future if I were you. Some of you could be in that mode where you are nervous about the future, like what's coming down the pipeline. Can I do this? Do I have what it takes? How am I going to get this? How am I going to get that? Like, this to me is feeling like somebody who could possibly have cold feet as well, especially if presented with a new path or a new option. This is somebody that wants to do something, but they're just like right there and they're like, oh, I don't know if I should. This is giving me the energy of somebody second guessing. Now, the Nine of Swords is a card of anxiousness and nervousness, but I don't feel like it's debilitating here. But I do get somebody with a little bit of cold feet second guessing themselves. So in this time, that might happen. You might second guess a decision. You might second guess a choice or a move, whatever it might be. But I will point this out once again. The Nine of Swords to me is a big card that's linked to sleep and rest, just like we had with the Oracle card. So that's 2 times in this spread that Spirit's telling you, like, hey, either pay attention to your dreams or make sure you're getting proper rest and recuperation here. Okay, hopefully you're not having insomnia or anything like that. But yeah, when I get the Fool and the Nine of Swords, this is somebody with a little bit of cold feet. Let's keep it moving. Don't be too nervous about the future. I know that's easier said than done. But we're going to go in on this Eight of Wands. Like, if the energy still holds strong, there could be very, very good things coming. So let's go in on this Eight of Wands. Okay. Hanged Man in reverse. Heavy. Explosive, quick, and that's volatile, but not in a bad way. All right, that could be some sort of win or victory once again. And yes, I like to keep my titles as simple as possible, but you've been getting so many good readings that I'm gonna have to come up with some new ones because, like, we keep seeing this win after win, victory after victory possibility in the Libra readings. With the Hanged Man in reverse, this does say, like, the time for action is now, the time for effort is now, the time for movement is now. But this could absolutely be some sort of explosive action or victory here. When Hanged Man is in reverse underneath one of the fastest cards, like, I would expect big change, fast change, explosive change for the better, hopefully. We're going to get to that Ten of Cups. But things are going to be moving and changing here, that's for sure. That's without question. And yes, life is all about change, but when we have the fastest card with one of the slowest cards flipped upside down, you know what I'm getting at. For some of you, this could be some sort of talk, like an explosive talk or message where it's just like, boom, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but there's a lot going on here. There's a lot being spoken about. There's a lot being talked about. Very fiery. That's what I'm picking up here in the front end. So we're going to move over to that Ten of Cups and see what that's about. Interesting reading. Okay, so let's see what's up with the Ten of Cups, because I'm feeling more things, but I don't want to assign any more meanings to the center. I would try to erase doubt within your mind. Like if you're having self-doubt or doubt in general, I would try to like pull back from that. Let's not go there. Let's go in on the Ten of Cups. Let's see why it's here for you. This wish come true type of energy. What's here? Why is the Ten of Cups here for Libra? Yeah, it's coming. So like someone or something is coming quick, and it's something that you could want. And I do feel like, once again, and this isn't an uncommon thing to see in Libra readings, this is some sort of gift possible, like something you may have been wanting for a very long time. Somebody might gift it to you, and with all the sudden energy, it could be a surprising or unexpected gift, obviously. But with the Knight of Wands underneath this Ten of Cups, like there is, without a doubt, something very good coming in. And we have so much fire here. Half of the spread is fire. That explosive win, victory, triumph energy is showing up through and through. This whole spread to me is wish come true type of energy. Now, yes, we'll talk about it more during the recap, but with the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Cups, go out and get it. Go fulfill those dreams. If there's something you want to do, if you have a goal in mind, make it happen. Make action towards it. All of this feels very positive and good, so I would claim all this energy. Even that little bit of cold feet and nervousness in the beginning, I feel like that'll dissipate and that'll fade, especially with how this progresses. But let's go through and do a quick little recap here. Then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, very intriguing this week how this all fits together. So position number 1, we have the Fool card with the Nine of Swords in the upright. Sure, maybe some of you have a high-strung Aries in your life. Okay, but the main vibe I was picking up here is somebody with a little bit of cold feet, somebody who's nervous about the future, like, oh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Do I have what it takes to do this? Like, it's second guessing oneself. And I would try to refrain from that energy, because we're picking up similar things throughout the spread. But moving over, and there's good new chapters coming in here, Libra. We have the Eight of Wands with the Hanged Man in reverse. That is like the floodgates being kicked open. This is Pandora's box opening. This is explosive action, change, and movement here. That it's coming. Something's coming, and we've been getting that throughout the whole reading. Like there's something big coming in here, whether it is wins, victories, and triumphs, or changes. But moving to the back end, and like I said, for some of you, this could be a talk, a back and forth, like a lot of talking, like boom, 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 one after another. But we have the Ten of Cups with the Knight of Wands in the upright. Beautiful. Go out and get those dreams. Make those dreams happen. They're attainable, but it's another big action card that this Ten of Cups energy has come in your way. Spirit and the universe will present this into your hand. So have a clear vision and focus of what your Ten of Cups is, what your happiness is, because you will have the possibility to attain it. So this feels really good to me. Please take a screenshot, Libra. We're going to get you one shadow card. Once again, another extremely positive reading. So if you've been going through a tough time, like, hey, maybe it's your moon sign, because like the Libra readings have been awesome for like the past month now. Let's get one card. I mean, you already know life is about all the ups and downs, but there's good possibilities here, my friends. Let's get one shadow card using the Shadowland Tarot, one of my favorite decks, especially for shadow work. We can go within here. What's in the shadows for Libra? Thank you. Okay, we do have the Devil showing up in the shadows. This is a very comfortable place for the Devil card to be in the shadow portion of a spread. So let's put him over here. For a portion of you, this could represent a Capricorn in your life that may have left a mark on you in some way or fashion. Okay, whether it's a friend, whether it's a relative, whether it's romantic. The Devil is the card of Capricorn, so that energy is showing up here, and it might need some of your focus and attention. But what does this also speak about? People that might feel trapped, people that might feel cornered, like they're, you know, beholden to something or someone, like there's something you can't quite get out of. This is also a toxic type of energy as well, an obsessive type of energy. So those might be little areas that you need to focus on in life right now. Like these devil energies that might reside within you, because we all do have devil energy, right? This isn't just one person. We all have positives, we all have negatives, and usually the devil chills in the shadows. So Spirit might be asking you to do some deep reflection, deep meditation, and maybe heal some of those wounds. So Libra, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Happy birthday again. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. For the October subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the wonderful Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot card you'd like to see me dressed up as for Halloween this year. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.